Welcome to Learning Guitar. I'm Clay Motley, and in this video we're going to look at notes and scales which lead to playing solos and leads and licks and riffs. While you can do all this with your fingers, try to use a pick for these exercises. It's going to take a lot of practice to make this feel comfortable, so get started now and you'll be there sooner than you think. First, let's understand what scales are. They're simply a set of notes that create a certain sound. Most songs that are written by using notes from the scale and then occasionally breaking away from the scale to create an interesting effect. The most famous of all these scales is the major scale, and you have heard it before. It's the title, it's the song Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music. Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do. The major scale is really just a template of notes. It's a recipe. It's spaced apart in a certain way, and when you learn it, it gives you the building blocks for creating and playing melodies. Let me show you what I mean. Rather than using do, re, mi, let's use a number system to do the same thing. So do would be 1, re is 2, mi is 3, and so on. We call these numbers scale degrees, and they go from 1 to 7. When you get after 7, you repeat do again, you just be back to 1. You could call it 8. So we go 1 to 8. 1 to 8, but 8 is also the 1 that you would start over with. So with numbers, the major scale sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I used 8 there, but 8 is just a higher version of 1 because it's the 8th note. We call that distance between 1 and 8 an octave. Oct as in octagon or octopus. It means the same note, but an 8-note cycle up or down from that previous note. It could be 2 octaves up or 3 octaves up, 2 octaves down, 3 octaves down. But either way, when you hear octave, think the same note, just a higher or lower version of that same note. Now, remember I said the scale provides the building blocks for creating melodies. So let's take a look. The first 5 notes of the major scale on the first string look like this. Now that's a big stretch. If you can play it, great. I don't expect you to play it just yet, but it's the open string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, if we wanted to finish it up. But instead of playing them in order 1 through 5, I'm going to start on the 3rd one. And then the 2nd one, then 1, then 2, then 3. We get Mary Had a Little Lamb. Beethoven's Ode to Joy is This is why we learn scales. It gives us the ingredients we need to play those melodies. And while playing melodies is great, melodies also come in the forms of solos and licks and all those kinds of things. These are just coming from, these are notes in the scale. So there's a major scale for every letter in the musical alphabet. There's an A major scale, a B major scale, a C major scale, and so on. Not to mention also the A flat major scale, the D sharp major scale, the E flat major scale. All of the sharps and flats and every note you know has a scale that goes along with it. But guitar has made this a little bit easier for us because we can learn these scales as patterns and shapes rather than having to memorize all of the letters. Now, you should know all of the letters. It's a good idea to also know the note names of everything that you're playing. But you can learn the patterns and come back later and learn the letter names once you've been playing them for a while. So we're going to learn 2 major scales right now, C and G. So let's start with the C major scale. The C major scale is a little bit easier to remember because the notes of the C major scale are just the natural notes. There's no sharps and no flats. So it's just C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So let's learn how to play it. Like so much with guitar, there are many ways to play the C major scale. They live up and down the guitar neck, but we're going to learn one specific way right now using a lot of open strings, which means you don't have to squeeze it anywhere. The first note we need is the C note, and that's found on the 5th string, 3rd fret. You might remember this is also the note we used for the C major chord. In fact, all of the notes we played in the C major chord we're going to use for this scale. The next note is D, which is the open 4th string. No squeezing required, but make sure you pick the right string with your pick. So 1, 2. The next note is E. We find that on the 2nd fret. Remember from the chord, this is our middle finger note. F is the next note, and we find that on the 3rd fret. We'll use our ring finger to play it. Next is the 3rd string G. A on the 2nd fret of the same string. Followed by B, which is the open 2nd string. And finally C with our pointer on the 1st fret. Again, note from the chord where we played it. So put that all together and we get we can count them by scale degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we can say the letters C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. You should really learn both. It's tempting to just learn this and not remember what you're playing, but I really recommend that you learn the names and the notes as well. When you pick, remember to rotate the direction of your plucking up and down, alternating each note. It doesn't matter if you start with a down or up, but rotate each one. Now, while playing the C major scale, let's take a quick side note to show you where the chords come from. Major chords are the 1st, 3rd, and 5th of the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, open string. There's a C chord. That's exactly how we learn the major chord. These scales not only give us notes to make up songs, but also the notes to form chords, which give us the background for these melodies in these songs. The other strings on the chord we just played are other versions of C, E, and G. This is a C, this is an E, and this was an E. Practice playing the C scale up and down, saying the names of the notes, but more importantly, the numbers of the scale as you do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that you know the scale a little better, let's play a few tunes. We're going to use some popular songs, but if you can find the scale degrees for your favorite song, you can use that and look up anything online. So let's do a nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? That is 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 5. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. Pause the video so you can see the letters, write them down, or take a screenshot so you can practice them later without having to have the video up. Okay, let's learn another one. How about Jingle Bells? Jingle Bells starts on 3 as well. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 4, 2, 1. One more, but this one we're going to have to expand the scale just a little bit. In this next song, we're going to use the note lower than 1, which would be a lower 7. So we have 7, we have 1 here, which is also an 8. We're going to go down to the 2nd fret to get the lower version of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7. Okay, and the song is Lean on Me from Bill Withers, and it goes like this. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1. Practice playing the C major scale in any of the song melodies that we know. Look up online any song that you want to learn and see if you can find the scale degrees and you can apply it to this scale. Okay, let's look at the G major scale. It starts very similar to the C major scale. We start on the 6th string, 3rd fret for 1, then open for 2. The 3rd note is on the 2nd fret, 3, followed by 4. 5 is open. 6 is on the 2nd fret, 7 is on the 4th fret, and back to 8, which is the open 3rd string. We end up back on G. So we're playing G notes as the last note of the G scale. That's a good sign. We did it correctly. The scale always starts and stops on the same note at the same of the chord. But this G scale has a lot of room left. We actually can do a complete full 2nd scale. So let's keep going. We're going to start over here. Instead of 8, we're going to call it 1, G, and we're going to keep going. 2 would be here, A on the 2nd fret. Number 3 is here, open 2nd string. 4 is the 1st fret. 5, 3rd fret. 6 is the open 1st string. 7 is the 2nd fret. And finally, we're back to 8 for G on our 3rd fret. And if we remember the G chord, that's that bottom string note we played is right here. So we started and stopped on a G, which is what we wanted. So in this case, we have 2 complete scales for G. That means when we play melodies, we can decide, we can choose if we want to play the lower scale or the upper scale. It doesn't matter, it's whatever you think sounds the best in this situation. We can play the exact same melodies that we learned in C. The numbers don't change, it's just the scale that we use changes. So let's go back to Lean On Me, and we'll start here at this high version. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1. Now let's play it on the lower scale. Lean On Me. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1. How about a song that uses both the lower and the upper scales at the same time? Well, that would be our Star Spangled Banner in the key of G. Now, this is a great song to showcase 2 octaves in the melody, but there's one thing to note. While the scale provides the template to make a melody, you can often break these rules and make these scales, make the song sound a little bit more interesting. In the Star Spangled Banner, there is one note that breaks the rules of the scale, and I'll point it out as we get to it. But it's going to be a note that doesn't belong in the scale. The writer chose to change it to make it a little bit more interesting. Here's how it works. We start on 5. 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, 8. 3, 2, 1, 3, sharp 4, 5. That's the rule break. 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 7, 8, 8, 5, 3, 1. The second verse is the same as the first, so let's skip to the refrain. 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 8, 7, 5, 7, 8, 3, sharp 4, 5, 5, 8, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6, 6, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 8, 8, 7, 5, 5, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. As you can see, knowing this scale makes learning this song so much easier. Practice the C and the G major scales often to get better at them, and use the pattern to play any song you like. Get faster and faster. Melodies and licks and solos will become so simple for you, and you'll be able to expand all the things you can play. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.